Well, hello and welcome to Stream. Let's go ahead and see what we can get into. We're going to do a little bit of open lanes, super power line, and I don't know what's happened. So we're going to get right to it. Here we go. From the high desert and the great American Southwest, I bid you all good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone in the time zones, each and every one covered by the this program. Midnight in the desert. I'm Martel. Yes, it is. Storms, I keep the radar all over the place. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, the rules of the game, I have told them, no bad language. I don't think I'm not going to tell them not bad language. Expressions of, somebody said that, and someone didn't have to walk back around and listen to them. Only one can push up is the other. And again, I'm exploring what's on. Don't forget, I'm looking for people to email me their ghost stories. And remember, when you email a ghost story, email me your phone number where I can reach you at showtime. If you tell a really good ghost story, you got really good. Something that'll grab you and twist you a little bit like that. Then email it to me along with your phone number, and maybe I'll call you. Not that I have that many opportunities really to call anybody during the show, but we might call it mid-fright in the night. Mid-fright in the desert? Mid-fright in the desert, maybe that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But send me the ghost stories, artbell at KNYE.com. Again, I don't think too many people have it. It's artbell, ARTBELE, at KNYE. Kilowatt Nancy, Oklahoma Easy, KNYE.com. Well, it's been a hell of a week, huh? Really seriously, there I used it. Serious stories. The Star that has serious scientists talking about alien megastructures. That's a story that you just get once in a talk radio lifetime. It really is. And we can talk about that tonight. You can talk about it. You're welcome to talk about what you think it means. In fact, I'm sure we'll talk about it because it's open lines tonight. Anything you want to talk about is absolutely fair game. I am going to open up a special line. Prepare yourselves. Tonight, a special line for people who possess a superpower. Do you possess a superpower? It could be anything. It could be X-ray vision, my personal choice, or it could be invisibility, or it could be the ability to time jump, or it could be the ability to be invisible. It could be a million different things. And I have the opinion, well, I really have the opinion that there are people out there with these powers. Now, obviously, they wouldn't advertise it. I mean, if you had X-ray vision, for example, would you advertise that? No. People would recall. And we were actually discussing at dinner tonight X-ray vision. And my wife observed that it really wouldn't be that cool if you saw everybody as nothing but bad balloons. And she has a point. In other words, if you look clear through the skin and like X-ray elsewhere, it was only good for the solid stuff like bones. You would see nothing but bad bones everywhere, right? So it's got to be sort of specialized X-ray vision, like the government has. Like you have to walk through at the airport. I can actually see the road. All right, I would like to welcome, before we even begin, a new station, WECK, in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to the program. Buffalo, yay, Buffalo. I have been to Buffalo, and it's a small town. If you ever have an opportunity to do this, ladies and gentlemen, don't trust me on this. I landed in Vancouver, and I took the Canadian National Railway all the way across to the Canadian side of Buffalo. Anyway, it was about the coolest trip a human being could make. It went through the Canadian Rockies, and it was absolutely awesome. I mean, a long train trip is fun anyway, but that was awesome. Really awesome up through the Rockies. Oh, can't even begin to tell you, a trip of a lifetime. It's worth doing, not because you have to go anywhere, just because it is so cool. Okay, so again, open the lines, anything goes, okay? Anything. Doesn't matter, I just want to have fun tonight. And we're serious all week long. Anything goes. I don't reserve one special line for superpowers. If you have a superpower, really, you need to describe it to us and make us believe. It is 1 and then area code 575-208-7787. Let me repeat that superpower line only. Area code 575-208-7787. And of course, I do have a first caller line, which is area code 775-285-5800. Again, first-time callers to the show, 775-285-5800. Might as well get the whole speech. Our public line is available for all of you, and that is area code 952-225-5278. I'm going to let you get it. Anybody can call that for any reason, literally on the lines, right? Dial 1 and then area code 952-225-5278. If you want to sound commanding and good, you can call in on Skype. This is the full description tonight. If you have a phone or iPhone or Android or whatever it is you've got, iPad, whatever, you download Skype. It's free, right? You go to your store or whatever and Skype. It's free. And once you get Skype installed, then install us. And you do that by going to add a contact. And at that point, you enter North America, Canada, American, MITD R1. That's as on midnight game world user, MITD. Just the letters, MITD 51. And then we'll be in your contact list, and you can punch us up. And dial us instantly and sound really, really good in here. On the phone. Don't use speakerphones. That is a big no-no. Also, remember to turn down your device prior to speaking on board. Once you can hear my voice, once it's on my voice, or whatever, then you will know you're being on. So hang on, don't hang up. And if you can't get through, keep trying. If at first you don't succeed, dial again. Now, the same goes for international callers, anybody outside the U.S. Callers at MITD 55. So inside you put in MITD 55. All right, a little bit of news, and that's all it is, a little bit of news. As you know, by my reference to sardines at the beginning of the program, it's been pretty darn bad in places out west here, up to 6 feet deep. Blood. Can you imagine that blood up and in cars, roiling rivers of blood, going into homes, things are charged problems, closing iPhone, oh, it's this year is going to be a real mess. You know, El Niños are coming, and I guess this is just sort of a little preview. Turkey appears to have shot down a drone into its airspace on Friday. Now they have every right to shoot the thing down. But nobody admits to owning it. But we say it's not ours. And it didn't really look like one of ours, to be honest. The Russians say, nope, not theirs. What if it could be an Iranian knockoff? Anyway, it's shot down, and it's a mess. From the anonymous.com, the Browns of Missouri claim their house across the street from one of the oldest cemeteries in the entire state is full of restless spirits. And they've got the creepy evidence to prove it, kind of. They've dug up so many strange artifacts, including medical tools, human bones, that their cellar has become a virtual museum. Not surprisingly, then, you hear their ghostly visitors are not willing to leave. They've been called interview women. And then the Anonymous, for some reason, has a story about somebody who claims they were kidnapped by reptilian aliens and taken to the moon for sex. That's right. Not just once, but repeatedly taken to the moon for sex. And you have to wonder, as they do, why the reptilians could not manage a more efficient way to conduct their nefarious, awful business than to pick somebody up and take them all the way to the moon for sex. I live here like the moon and the stars, so forth and so on. And by the way, she is a former U.S. Air Force radar tracker that claims this, raped again and again by the reptilians on the moon. And then brought back to Earth. Go figure. If you follow me at ArtBell51, that's my Twitter address. If you follow me there, if you don't follow me, why don't you follow me? Because if I put Periscope up later in the show, I get in a really good mood, and I put up Periscope, you will then have the chance to watch the back of my head as I do the talk show. It's excitement you can't beat for a Friday night, let me tell you. ArtBell51. That's me. All right. I will not jam up your phone with useless stuff. Regarding the chilling message that I played last night, remember that? The coded message? It was chilling. I said it came from a SAC frequency, and sure enough, it did. I got this anonymous response today from somebody who obviously knows what it was. And it reads, Dear Art, very nice EAM or emergency action message you played for us last night. If it had been an actual emergency, we would not have seen the sun today or drank coffee above ground. The EAMs are uncommon, but other instances have been recorded that follow the same format as long as you played. The phone tones at the end, number, sign, and line were unique. EAM is best received, upper sideband 4.724 megahertz, 6.739 megahertz, 8.992 megahertz, and 11.175 megahertz. That's where we got that one, or that's where somebody made it got that one. Boy, it is chilling to listen to it, John. If it was the real thing, all out nuclear whatever, that's kind of thing they do it here. It's exactly like that. So we caught a pretty rare one, actually. All right, so that's sort of the story for tonight. Again, all the phone lines are now full. Everything is going full tilt already. So I have no idea what awaits, but on open line nights, I just try to have fun. So anything you've got that's good, you're going to run phone. You've got the numbers, so let's rock. Friday night, open lines, anything goes. Bring it on. I'm ready. I'm Martel. This is Midnight in the Desert. It is cool. I mean, when we're on the air here, it is cool. It is somewhere in the nation. It is slightly with transformation. So, somewhere near you. With that in mind, it's open lines, open loans, let's work, shall we? How about Lake Charles, Louisiana?
Hey, this is Michael.
Hey, Michael.
How are you tonight? Well, we had a long week here, and didn't get to listen a whole lot during the week, but I caught up with you during the day, every day at work.
So you know about the possible alien megastructures out there?
I know about them. I don't know how much work I got accomplished this week, but got a lot of your show to listen to. I wanted to tell you, I've been listening to you back since high school, and I barely made it through high school because I was up all night listening to you till 6 in the morning.
So in other words, I virtually or very nearly ruined your entire education.
Very nearly, but now there's something different. Now I'm married, and my wife.
I don't want to mess with that.
Well, she made the comment, I guess I've got another man in the bed with us. So I called Bob Train and said I needed some help. I got a little pillow speaker. And over the course of the week now, I catch her leaning over to my pillow, listening to you. So you're gaining another fan.
So I'm actually bringing you closer.
You're bringing us closer. Shanola is starting to enjoy you.
Well, thank you very much for that. It's good to know that I've done something good this week. So, thanks.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
See you later, buddy. Now that's a new one. You know what Bob really should do is he should get that audio. I think he's on his way. Sorry. But he should actually get that audio. What a great commercial, right? Well, Bob and Phil speaker, they are great, incidentally. It's bringing them closer together. Corey, hello there. On Skype. I'm pretty loud.
Is this better?
It is, yes, thank you.
I remember many years ago you had a pilot that was flying over Area 51 that was live on your show, and also the pilot cut out. Do you remember, or did you hear anything about that? What happened to that pilot?
Well, I presume he's dead. I mean, what would you think would happen if you fly an airplane into areas where they kill you just for walking past a sign? They're dead.
Do you remember what call I was talking about?
Yes. I was flying an airplane into Area 51. Very foolish. You're talking about rail guns and stuff like that pointed at him. Sure, I'm there.
I'm just curious what happened to him. That's all I had to call about.
Okay, well, they're better than the doornails, what I'd say.
I already have a good night, but
I don't know, so it's the best I can do. There are some things I cannot know. And what what becomes of some people who call and then they get disconnected with prejudice of a way of living. Let's go to the next call. You're on the air. Hi, it's good morning.
It's Mark the Amshark out of Aurora, Colorado. How you doing this morning?
Buddy.
All night, weekend. Hey, congratulations for getting them back on the air. We're so happy to have you here in Denver, KLZ, and Kilowatt Nancy, Yokohama Easy. I did that, Mr. Arbell. You are very good, sir. Thanks for that. And the guy who, as long as he keeps you on the other side of the bill, I hate to have you come between him and his wife.
I was feeling the same way. I mean, I had already just about destroyed his education and marriage life.
Well, let's hope, you know what, if nothing else, you're getting them on the right wavelength and everything will work out just smoothly. But anyway, further kudos there on your re-emergence, and you're doing everything just right. I can tell you are the shrewd master of the radio, and you're scooping your competition left and right.
Well, again, tell everybody what station you're listening to, please.
KLZ, Denver, Colorado, second oldest station here in Denver, one of the very oldest in the country.
That's the way to do it. In fact, people listening on stations, I should say this, should promote them when they get on the air. So we've done a good job.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. And hey, now I'm all over the map. Boy, you want to talk about near-death experiences, those UFOs, I've encountered all kinds of things. I almost wanted to call in your super natural line, but I don't have any but I'm looking weird psychically all over the place. So,
all right, if you're psychically adept, then I want you to reach out and tell me what the strange megastructures are that we're all talking about. And by the way, that story finally hit CNN today, finally.
It's a wonderful time, scary time to be alive, but what a wonderful time that everyone does this mass awakening, and you are so much helping it. And that was the reason for my call. Dr. Greer the other night, oh my goodness, you talk about work production dropping and people staying up. Oh, that was a massive transmission, sir. That needs to get...
Well, I appreciate all this. You seem to be dodging the megastructure question.
A wonderful thing, sir. And I had to craft my own theology because I am a very, basically, at the core Christian type man. But as I awakened over the years with your help, sir, over the decades, Pat, it's easy to see there are bigger powers that are working here and other alternate powers.
So you're not suggesting that I'm ruining your religion?
No, because I had already crafted my alternate religion. I can very much see, though, why they had to keep this under wraps, both as Dr. Greer said, for reasons that the New World Order cannot stand to have people they're cashing in profitably our ignorance, but also they want to manage our ignorance. Boy, once we bust through this thing, and I think we might with it, here's what I'm going to say there, to not dodge your question anymore. I believe that in my hackneyed Denver Cowtown theocracy that I had to invent in the meantime, and now it's lining up that all this stuff plays out, is I think they're competing ETs/God and spiritualities. I think all we have to do is keep it simple. I'm on the positive God love side, and I'm again the devil negative side.
All right, well, don't start turning into the megastructures. That's all I ask. Stay centered. Let's go, let's go to the superpower line. Hello there, you're on there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Do you really, sir, have a superpower?
What is the definition of a superpower? Because
I gave sort of a loose definition.
Well, I don't fly through the sky, and I can't, I can't hit the concrete.
What can you do?
Been filled out to the DM Talk hashtag and just strike.
Well, that's just a shout out, man. Come on. If you don't have a superpower, I'm going to eject you like yesterday's mail.
Well, okay, let me tell you something.
Oh, that's it. Gone. Who's laughing? Somebody on Skype is laughing. That's your Brad laughing, isn't it? Not easy.
Pardon me, Mark.
Mark, that was you laughing? Okay. Mark, where are you?
I'm in Bern, Switzerland.
Well, at least you got a sense of humor. And I take it that when you got on that plane last night, you did not crack any windshields, flatten any tires, stop any engine rotation, right?
No, they actually had a technical problem and we had to wait for a new plane. So I decided not to take the risk.
That was a little pre-concentration.
Yes. But Mark, did you see the news this week?
I'm going to have to take a break, but what news?
Playboy magazine has removed all the naked women photos. There's a consequence of that.
Well, in sales, you mean?
For the first time in history, men will finally be able to read Playboy while holding the magazine with both hands.
I did hear it was sales, right? If you want to hold on, I'll come back to you after the break. This is Midnight. If you can push somebody to do something with your mind, anticipates power, any other minds, that is a superpower. If you can disappear and become invisible, that's really a superpower. If you have X-ray vision, I wish you could live in depth. Now, with regard to the Playboy comments, I hear about that, and I must say, I think they're out of their minds. Really, they are. Playboy has always displayed naked women in a very tasteful way. You know, not like the others, some of that stuff is just worse. But Playboy has, I don't know, it's like, if you excuse the expression, fine art. Beautiful women to me are part of the beauty of the world, and a very important part of the beauty of the world. And so I think for them to retreat from that is a mistake on many levels. But just on that one level alone, that's my comment. And if we have come to the point in the world where it is politically incorrect to say, well, we'll leave the world. Beautiful women are just a part of the world that, and if they're displayed tastefully, not in some wrong ways, which is why I don't know. A beautiful woman is a thing of beauty. It's part of our world, and I hope it never becomes politically incorrect to either discuss or to observe. And I guess that's all I'm going to say about that, but I do feel strongly about it, and I bet you that Playboy sales take a big dive. I could go wrong, it could go wrong, we'll see. I think it's like some new form of Coke, a cola. Anyway, where was I? In Bern, Switzerland, Mark.
Yeah, hi, Art. I had another comment, which is about, you mentioned taking a long ride on a Canadian train.
Oh, yes.
But you know that by definition, every ride on the Amtrak is a long ride. Because the train goes so slow.
Yeah. Well, this was the Canadian National Railway, and trust me, the scenery was so beautiful, we didn't care about the speed.
Right. Right, and also, going back last week, I really did take your advice, and I did not summon the aliens on the flight to Birmingham.
Well, that's a good thing. You still, I think, screwed up, and that accounts for the delay, the mechanical trouble, whatever it was with our plane. You did it subconsciously when you were sitting there.
Thank you, Lord. I wish you a great night.
Good night, Mark, and take good care there in Switzerland. Glad to hear from you. That's right. If you're out of the country, we're MITD I-5 on Skype. MITD I-5. Brad on Skype. You're on the air. Good evening, Ari. It's a pleasure to speak with you again, and to have you here it is as well. I wanted to discuss language stations with you. Oh, that's right. Let's rock it. At first, a couple of rule notes, 2 frequencies for those that monitor the U.S. Air Force system. That's 15.016 and 13.200. So you can add that to your list. Okay, got it? The transmission that you played last night and the other night, and that was causing all the uproar. The call signs are usually computer generated. There's a huge list of them, a little bigger than Weather Channel. Let me ask this way, sir. Back in Cold War days, when the Soviet Union began its collapse, that's when they started using collapse. I know. I was a communications intercept operator for the Navy at the time. Yeah, it's just, it's chilling to hear, and those are not all that common, so pretty interesting stuff, actually. It was pretty interesting. If you ever listen to the show, and you hear one for real, I've heard ones that are almost for real. Let me give you an example. During the run-up to the first Kuwaiti bombings, our first, we're going into Kuwait City and flatten everything to get all the Iraqis out. That's right. If you hear those EMs, you'll hear them, they'll give 6 characters, repeat that. That's the message preamble. And then the rest, that is included with the rest of the message when they send the text. If you hear just those 6, and if you hear a lot of them, there is some imminent action coming. Also, if you hear this 6-character preamble and then a long string of characters, it can go into the hundreds. I've heard up to 300 and 400 in my monitoring experience, and I've followed this stuff for 30 years. And if you hear a bunch of those come across, there is imminent action coming. Well, it's a pretty freaky hobby. That's all I've got to say. Thank you very much for the call, Brad. It is a freaky hobby. It is just chilling to hear those. And of course, the right combination of them could mean the missiles are on the way. It could mean the B-52s are leaving the runway at about 11 seconds behind one another. Not something you ever want to hear, frankly. So the phones, and look, we have a superpower person. Oh, perhaps. Oh, there you have a superpower.
How's it going, Art? This is Kingslayer, former Dark Matter News writer.
Well, that's actually I know, but do you have a superpower?
Yes, I believe I do. I actually believe that I possess this superhuman ability to write music. And that is probably a little on the fringe of superpowers that...
Way on the fringe. That's so far on the fringe that you're getting booted.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, but okay. These lines have meaning. If you don't have a superpower, do not call that number. And you can't sneak your way into it. And that's what I was trying to do. I'm not going around. There are rules. This is one of them. Do not call that number. And put 575-208-7787 unless you have a superpower of some kind. Let me give it again. If you have a superpower, and only if you have a superpower, would you call area code 575-208-7787? Anybody else? Better do you talking when you get on one. First time callers, area code 775-285-5800. That means if you have never called the show before, you're eligible to call that line once. So make it good. Area code 775-285-5800. Okay, let's go to, I don't know, Crickwood, something or other. Hello there.
Oh, this is actually, it's Jeff from Ferguson, Missouri.
Really? Says Crickwood.
Yeah. Those strange caller ID things. I'm actually in Ferguson.
Okay. People can actually put anything on their caller ID they want. Anyway, welcome.
Yeah, can I give a shout out first to the chat room before my topic?
You may.
I'd like to say hello to everyone in the Sorcery Net IRC Arcbell chat.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yep.
Wow.
Been around as long as you've been almost as the show has.
Oh, well, welcome indeed, and hello to the group.
All right, wondering if you heard about the situation at the Westlake landfill in Bridgeton, Missouri.
Are you referring to the fire that's making its way toward nuclear junk?
Yes.
I'm afraid I have. A story on it here, let me see. It's pretty serious stuff. The landfill there has nuclear stuff in it, not cold nuclear stuff, Cold War era stuff, nuclear waste. And it is now separated from an underground fire by 1,200 feet.
Yeah, and according to the latest estimates, about 1,000 feet or 300 meters.
If it gets to the nuclear stuff, well,
Yeah, I was wondering if you'll be doing a show on it anytime soon.
well, I obviously I know about it. I've got the story sitting here, so I'm aware of it. But I don't really want to scare the hell out of people, and I think they're watching it very carefully, and I think the fire is not so much getting closer. It is a gigantic underground fire. But I mean, you're right. It's a frightening situation. I just, if it starts moving, if it starts getting close, I'll be all over it. I just don't want to scare people.
Yeah, they said it could be speed times 100.
Yeah.
Well, just one thing before I go, I was one of the last callers to your prediction program on the Celestial Radio.
Yes.
I made a prediction about zombies. I'm not sure if you remember.
Did it relate to like a TV series?
No, it was supposed to be one of your New Year's prediction shows, one of your last ones.
What was it actually?
Zombie apocalypse.
No, I meant, what was the specific prediction?
There would be a zombie apocalypse in 2006, one of your last ones you did on the air.
Well, other than the series, I think it's,
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you remembered.
I did. Yes, I did.
All right, well, thank you for taking my call.
All right.
Good to hear you again.
Very well. I have no idea why we remember these things, but I'm always not sure. What do you think it would be like if there was actually a zombie apocalypse? If the dead began rising in various forms of decay, as was some of it really serious decay. We all know it has to be right. It has to be a headshot, and it has to be quick. Let's go to Albuquerque, New Mexico, on the Special Powers line, and this one better be real.
Hey, Art, this is Steve from Albuquerque, KIVA.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? And thank you for promoting your affiliate there.
Oh, you're most welcome. Hey, the reason for my call, I do have a superpower. I've had it since I was a little boy. And basically, I can hear people up to 500 feet away.
Seriously.
Yeah, and actually, it was kind of a curse when I was little because I had a lot of problems with all these different sounds that came into my brain, and for a while they thought I was like developmentally hampered or whatever.
I understand. Here's my question. If I can I ask you a couple?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so we all know that people can't hear a normal conversation 500 feet away. So obviously, if you have that power, then it's not just auditory. I don't think. In other words, you don't have much increased hearing. At some point, you've got to be mentally receiving what they're saying, as opposed to ears.
Well, I think I infer what they're saying, but believe it or not, I can actually hear people, and there have been situations where it's worked to my benefit. I'm in sales, and what's so crazy about this is that it took years to basically tune my ears. So what happens is that I didn't have this wall of white noise that was giving me headaches and it caused all kinds of mental confusion. And I finally learned how to listen. And I could basically focus on people that were nearby and stuff. But then, as I got into sales and I got older, one time I was at this convention, and I was actually listening to some people that were, well, don't say anything, competitors of mine. So they were like 150 feet away, and I kind of learned some things about anyhow. But it's been, so it really is a special power, but it's also a little bit of a special liability. And it's taken a long time to kind of control it. I mean, I wish I could read people's minds, but if you can hear what most of what they're saying at a distance that's a long ways away, then you can start to sort of know what they're saying. As far as like reading their minds, I don't think I can do that, but it's kind of a curse, but also a benefit just to be able to listen and to it's kind of a strange thing. You know?
Okay, when you say that you can hear 500 feet away, is that in a normal conversational level of voice?
Yes.
In what ways that must be horrible. What do you assume when you're near crowds?
Well, what you finally have to learn to do is if you keep practicing at it and you can kind of focus on the conversations that are nearby. And actually, what most people don't know is that they're doing that anyhow. If most people, if a person walks in a mall, for example, they're actually hearing thousands of different sounds.
It's true.
And what the brain does is that the brain learns how to filter just the stuff that it thinks is relevant, like in a shopping mall, the person you're listening to, and that's how it works. So in a way, the only difference between me and other people is it took my brain longer to figure out how to do that. And then once I figured out how to do it, I was able to kind of switch it back where I could kind of undo it in some situations. But it's been kind of a curse, good thing most of my life. But as I've gotten older, it's actually not quite as strong as it used to be. Maybe just as my hearing's not so good. Just get older, but still, that's the way it is.
Okay, F1 thank you as a superpower. Can you imagine that? Able to hear normal conversation 500 feet away. And as he points out, it would be a blessing and definitely a curse. You would hear far more than you want to hear. But as he also pointed out, the brain can be sort of adjusted to filter that. Let's go to our first time caller line, way back to the East Coast, I think. Hello.
Hey, Art, this is Ben in Pennsylvania.
How you doing?
Really well. It's good to talk to you.
Good to talk.
Are you familiar with the term technology singularity?
Technology singularity?
Yeah.
Well, I'm certainly familiar with singularity, technological singularity, not so much.
So the idea is that at some point our technology is going to get to the level that it will be able to go back and improve itself.
Well, I think there's a distinct possibility, so that eventually we will become a machine. In other words, this planet will be taken over by machines. Right, and that would kind of be a singularity for them.
Yeah, that's what some people fear. Anyway, I was thinking it would be great to have somebody come on and talk about that at some point.
You mean literally that we all are, well, okay, thank you very much for the call, and I'll consider it. How might that occur? How might our society devolve, I guess, evolve into a technological singularity? For all I know, we're not all that far away from it right now. The smartest person I know is Google. I use her all the time. As I with the feminine reference. Google is awesome. What is there that you can ask Google that she cannot answer? Nothing. She knows it all. Virtually knows it all. I think it's cool. I love Google. Whatever it is, I turn to Google. Sounds like an ad, doesn't it? I want to know this is midnight in the desert, and now for life is song. Being super line is 325750877. First time callers only at 32075 800. And well, all right, let's go to the first time caller line. All right, first time callers, you're on the air. Hey, this is me. It is you. All right, I've been listening since like 1997. I love you. It's my superpower. I can read minds. Check this out. Take a number between 1 and 10. Got it? What is it? I couldn't tell you. You tell me. Oh, it's a trick. Yeah, no, it's right back. It's like a card of the thing. It's just the first part of the trick. What is it? See, I knew that's what it was. Yeah, let's do it again. All right, take it over. Ready? I'm not going for something this lame twice. It's 4. It's 4. You go 4. No, yeah, that's what it is. That's it? Yeah. Very pathetic, especially for a first-time caller. Pathetic. Let's see. Let's go to Superpower line. You're on the air. Me? That's you. And the only reason you could be calling this line is because you possess a superpower. Yes, I do possess a superpower. And that is? I can see. I consider it that they're aliens, and I can see them, but they're in the human form. And I haven't always been able to do this. I'm 50 years old, and approximately 2 years ago, I got into an accident. I was rearing out a freeway, and it was a pretty bad accident. And then after that, I was doing rehabilitation, and ultimately I had to change my diet. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, and changes in me physically and mentally. And I first thought the first time that happened, which was I seen somebody, as in Starbucks, and from across the store, like they were on the other end of the store, and we made eye contact, and they kept staring at me, and I just knew. At first, I just thought it was I got a sense that it was a bad person. I'm not going to say, oh, it's an evil person or something like that, but I got a sense that it was somebody that was bad. And, but I let it, it wasn't like, it was just a feeling it happened. And how have you concluded that what you're seeing are aliens? Well, that was
this first time that
Yes, I understand you, right?
well, since then, it's become more, more, I don't know how to say it. It's like,
Frequent?
it's real obvious. It's obvious now.
I see.
When I see somebody, and there's different.
Okay, all right, let me stop you and ask, how do you know they're Indians?
Again, it's like, it's just like seeing them. I can tell you, hey, they don't look human, but I can't say, oh, they're gray. It's like there's like a connection, but it becomes a feeling, like a sensation communicated with me saying, and a lot of times it's not like the communication is going, hey, let's be friends.
Have you ever had any support for what you said? In other words, have you ever talked to somebody and had them admit that certain reticuli or some such, or, see in some way verify that what you're thinking or saying is really what you're seeing?
There was,
you weren't ready for that one, were you?
well, no, like you're saying, I'm thinking you're asking me, did I ever confront somebody else?
Well, no, I'm not asking that. I'm asking, have you ever had any verification that what you're seeing really is what you're saying, aliens?
I can't say it.
No. All right, well, thank you for the call. See, anybody who's prepared to come on the air and say, I see aliens, has got to be prepared to say how they know they see aliens, how they know they're aliens. You would not have developed a talent like this over many, many years after a physical accident. And whiplash does not transfer your vision to anyway. For this time. You're on the air. Hello.
Thomas in Georgia.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, bud. I'm actually a first-time caller, but I didn't know the number, so I called this number here.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut you off then. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Thomas. Go ahead.
All right, well, I just actually started listening to you thanks to my brother, and I'm a member now and everything, and enjoying the archives. So I got a quick pre-incarnation story for you, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right, well, this happens every once in a while, but this time is the strongest. It was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I just woke up, and every time you wake up and you have a simple dream, you're sitting there running through the dream in your mind. Well, it was just a simple dream, and I didn't make nothing of it. I get up, I put on my clothes, and headed to a convenience store to buy some, small things or whatever. As soon as I take a ride down the road, I start noticing the dream is beginning to play out. By the time that I'm about to take a ride in the gas station, I'm doing 100% because it is literally doing the exact thing that I just dreamed about. When I pull in, I look over to my left, and I remember seeing a white truck there, and looked around, there's a white truck, and the guy gets out and walks to me, and I already knew he was going to ask me. He was going to try to sell me some drugs. And I rolled down the window and say, no, thank you, man. He said, how the heck do you know what I'm about to ask you? I said, I ain't interested. And I just said, it just boggles my mind when that's happened.
Wow. Has it only happened once, or is it recurring?
I went to that extent. I had just kind of small things, like I had deja vu all the damn time. Excuse my language.
That's all right. Deja vu, though, is no kind of sensation. It's cognitive, exact cognitive dreams, something else altogether. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've had small things happen during the day, like I'll see an object sitting somewhere, and I'll really real quick just hit me. I saw it in the dream.
Right.
Stuff like that.
That's stuff actually off a regular line at that. Not even the special powers line. Precognitive dreams are pretty neat if you can have them to get it in. Well, most of these things that we say would be cool might not be cool in real life. Like the everyday is, it would be good but it would also be a horrible burden. Let's go to Skype and Macau. Is that correct? Hello on Skype. Hello. Michael? Hello. Hello. Boy, I'll tell you, I almost left the line waiting for you. I'm sorry, I didn't have the mute button. I see. Don't have the mute button on when you call me. All right, sorry. It's all right. So, I think that the megastructure thing is kind of obvious. Okay. And you even alluded to it when you had the caller with the technological singularity. Yes. That part one of my theory is that whoever built the megastructures is extremely advanced, far beyond where we are. And that even where we are, we can see now, as we are advancing in our abilities to increase technologically, that it's not too far-fetched to believe that it's possible that the computers will eventually become self-aware. I so agree with you, sir. And that's about the time, perhaps, that we begin to connect with computers, or computers become part of us, or we become part of them. And I wonder how that will happen. I mean, do you think this is something that people will volunteer for because they can have such a good experience? Well, I don't think that it's going to be that kind of a choice. The fact is that these things kind of creep up on us. But when the telephone was invented, all kinds of theorists said that we were going to lose touch with each other socially. That was a big danger. And now it's happening. Everyone's saying that about social media. But it's true, sir. Right? It is happening. I mean, look at even me. I'm on my phone all the time. Well, and that's true. And so all of a sudden, the phone and you are almost becoming interdependent, aren't you? Yes, that's right. So that my point is as we project in our culture forward into the future, we can see how we will become more involved technologically, and the computers, in fact, will become as evolving along with us. Whatever the end point is, there's one thing that will become absolutely critical to an advanced society, and that is energy. All right, well, here's what I'll say. And anybody can come along and add to this or subtract from it if you want. And the wrongness of what I'm about to say. Gee, I have an attachment to my phone. I don't want to say I love, I do kind of love my phone. It's not that kind of love, but it is, it's more than just like. I wonder how many of you would admit that. I use it for everything, virtually everything. So, probably pretty strong word, but it's pretty close. It gives me almost everything. I don't know about that, but I have a very strong attachment to my phone. How many people would admit that, do they? Let's go to our first time caller line. You are on air. Hello. Hi. Extinguish your device, please.
What's that?
Turn off whatever you're listening to.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
All right. Where are you?
Somewhere in Illinois.
All right, Illinois. All right. Well, it's good to have you.
Yeah, we're just kind of randomly driving.
Oh, you're driving?
Yeah, my husband's driving.
Okay. And you're listening to your phone?
No, the radio on the car. I know that seems ancient nowadays.
No, that's right. You're listening to what radio station, do you know?
It's 92.9 Bloomington.
So people are not giving their affiliates stuff, so you just gave them a package. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but we're just I've never heard your show before.
Well, they're a good radio station because they're carrying the show.
Right? Apparently. Very entertaining.
So are you. So what's up?
So I do have a superpower. I have like probably 10 of them I can choose from.
Well, you're your most impressive. What's in there?
Well, I'll go with, because the guy ahead of me too said, I have a weird dream thing. It happens to me all the time. Yes.
In other words, you have frequent predicting. Oh, wow.
And both of my daughters do as well.
Can you yet use this ability to benefit in some way?
I don't know that that would be possible. I don't think I would want that.
No. I mean, what if you had a dream and if you did something, you were going to lose a lot of money? Probably you'd wake up from that dream and then wouldn't do what was in the dream, right?
Well, I probably wouldn't realize it until I'm in the middle of making a bad decision.
And then you'd go ahead and make it anyway.
Well, I try really hard not to make a decision.
Yeah, I understand. Well, what is an any other rules I should be aware of?
And I can recall every word of every conversation I've ever participated in.
Well, that's not a little painful.
It really is. I'll have Alzheimer's one day because I won't have any more memory space left.
Yeah, like Kelly, and you're married with children, where one more bit of information inside of the brain and something falls out on the other.
Oh yeah, that's hysterical. Yep, that's my brain. It is. It's bad. I can recall conversations from text with my husband from 5 or 6 years ago, and he looks at me and goes, "I don't even remember that happening."
Very cool. Laws and please carefully in Bloomington.
Have a great night.
You too. Now, if you're listening to a radio station, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, please give them a plug. We've got a lot of affiliates coming online shortly. Big cities. Should I name drop a little? Well, like Phoenix, like LA. I really shouldn't say more, but it's not pretty crazy. This is really fun. Really fun. Hello there, outside the country somewhere. Artie, you're on the air.
Good morning,
Good morning, Artie.
Clyde in Scotland.
In Scotland, all right.
Yeah, it's brilliant to speak to you, sir. I've been listening to you for a long, long time, and I'm listening on the internet at just about 6 o'clock in the morning.
You're probably sitting there with coffee or tea or something, right?
Well, something like that.
So the Scottish begin the day with something a little stronger.
Well, the beginning of the day, this was just ending for me.
You don't have any superpowers, do you?
Superpowers?
Yes, superpowers.
No, nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? I can hold a drink and I can hold a smoke. Is that a superpower?
Well, it doesn't how you look at it, I guess. I love your accent.
Well, it's, you must have Scottish relatives yourself, do you know?
I think there is a little bit of Scottish in me. I'm mostly English, Irish, but a bit of Scottish.
Really? Because one of the major whiskey brands is called Arthur Bell.
Right?
Really? One of the major sellers over here is the Bell Company that's made whiskey for centuries.
Your accent is actually so strong it's hard to understand.
Not bad, is it?
Well, no, that's not bad. It's just where you are, and I'm not great with some of what you're saying.
You've lived all over the world. You lived in the Philippines.
I have.
Yep. You've lived out in the Far East.
Yeah, trust me, Asian accents are nothing like Scottish accents, not even close.
Really? So you've not come across many Scottish people?
Not that many. but I'm glad to know you're out there. I don't think we've ever heard from you before, have we?
Never, no, I've never spoken, so I'll certainly, like I say, I've listened to you, and I love radio, and I love listening to you.
All right, Wilson, thank you so much for the call. I really do. All the way from Scotland. That is so cool. I love the fact that we can just go around the world. Even if some of the accents are indiscernible to me. We've done it again. I'm sorry, Skype has stopped working. It says the problem caused the program to stop working correctly. Windows will close the program and notify you if a solution is available. Well, what's happened is, I'm going to close the program. I'm very sorry. I was waiting. It'll work. I can reopen the program. What happens is that I don't think that Skype was made for talk show people. In other words, when you get 40 or 50 people calling in at one time, it just sort of goes, okay, I give up. It's done this on virtually every open line show that I've done at some point or another. It just throws up its Skype hands and says, this is not possible. Closing. That's that. All right. Hello there. You are on the air from, I believe, Virginia.
Yes, that's right. My name is Wes Blairtown, and I've called you before. I'm actually a libertarian.
Libertarian?
A libertarian. It's not a political thing. It's sort of a combination of smaller government and bigger universe. I thought you would. I mean, I normally listen on WTWW shortwave, but tonight, since I'm in the Pleiades Star Cluster, I'm using the RC walk link and using the Alma radio telescopes. We have to come to the high desert in Chile as the tunnel. And I think that I had a hand in making Alma happen. It used to say photonic. I love blasphemy. It uses two lasers that have a difference frequency and can actually receive in a sub-millimeter band all the way up to 950 gigahertz, so 900 terahertz. And I think that's the radio telescope that may be able to resolve the composition of what these gigantic things around that star are made of, because you can look at atomic structure and molecular structure.
It's not a satellite picking, but it's out of order at the moment.
Yeah, the Kepler has lost its reaction control system, so it can't actually hold states keeping on the stars very well.
Well, my comment would be that it's a little disappointing. I mean, Kepler sees this amazing big structure thing and then goes out of order. So we're all left here going, oh, come on, now what?
Well, we've got the very large array in the plains of St. Augustine in New Mexico, and we've got this almost thing up in the Chilean desert, and they're very high resolution with those kind of sizes. And plus, we have all kinds of optical telescopes, some of which have.
This thing is 1,500 light years away. We've got to be out of space to look at it properly.
Well, that's the trick, because the atmosphere will vary the intensity. You really need a outer space telescope. You really can just a space telescope time. And it's got photometers on board that are pretty accurate. And well, it's still got any light left in it. We should probably be trying to do that.
What do you think about a civilization that could do what you're suggesting this one has done all that way away? I mean, should we ever be in contact with them or not?
I think we want to observe very carefully what was going on, as you said, 1,500 years ago. There may be some of our viewers that can come on in and take a closer look and not have to be limited by the speed of light.
Aren't you a little bit concerned that they would be so far ahead of us that, I don't know, they would step on us like an anthill?
Right, that's a possibility for possibility. Of course, hopefully, if you're so far ahead of us, you've also given up on the idea of war as being a waste of time.
Well, we don't have enough experience. I'm sorry, but we don't have enough experience here with what happens to a warlike people. We are a warlike people, and we have not yet mended our ways. In fact, we've got ourselves in so many wars that we can't even afford it.
Well,
Ronald Reagan said that if we have a perceived threat from external sources like this sort of civilization, it might make us rethink our warlike ways here.
But I think he may have meant that, or he may have meant that our planet Earth would come together. The Russians and the Americans, like dogs and cats, would get together and go kumbaya. We must build bigger bombs to deal with this big threat. Right? So there's two ways of thinking about this. It may be that warlike people eventually evolve into really warlike people, so that instead of simply taking over another country or nation, building yet another nation, we planet build. We sterilize what's there now, and we reseed it. Now, if that's the way it goes, we're cooked. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just thinking of the half glass of water, right? It could go either way. Everybody assumes that as we evolve socially, we will become nice people. We will stop our violent ways. We will hold hands, all over the world, kisses and hugs all around, right? But it also could be true that we're going to go the other way. And what is now a warlike nation will become a warlike world, a warlike people. That's a speech. But that's not true. Hi there, you're on the air, Skype.
Hi, Arabelle. How are you today?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm calling about the radio that the broadcast that you had on the air this night.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I was listening via web SDR last night because it intrigued me. And I was listening on 8,992 kilohertz, which is also Air Force for the SAC. And at one point, I heard what sounded like Arabic and French language.
Well, that's Arabic would be the last thing that I would expect to hear on such frequency.
Yes, and I'm wondering maybe if that was Turkish.
I would have no way of knowing.
I would have no way of knowing either, but with this now grown, I wonder if there's any kind of connection.
Good question.
There was also a lot of chatter on that last night.
Why would it be Turkish chatter?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh, that's interesting. Keep listening. If you hear anything particularly interesting, record it and send it to me.
I certainly will.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, take care. So what we'll do is, there are many of you who monitor out there, I know thousands of you, who as a kind of a hobby monitor, and if you hear anything really cool, by all means, call me. You're on the phone, you're on the air.
Hello, hey, what's up?
You.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, you kind of caught me off guard. I have a quick question, since you're always talking about like the radio stations and all that, how you're an affiliate.
Sure.
With the radio and the being on the internet, how do you track ratings and stuff like that?
It is an interesting question. There are many ways to track, and one of them, of course, is raw numbers that you get from a server, or master servers that send the program out. That's one way. With radio, they have a new system now that is run by Nielsen. It used to be Arbitron, but Nielsen has now taken over. So you have to get those figures, and then of course you've got a lot of people these days, sir, that don't listen live. They want it when they want it, and that means usually the next day. So you have this massive number of people who want to become what we call time travelers, and they pay like $8 a month, $7.99 a week, and they can listen to the show anytime they want. So you're asking a complicated question.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
So, what are your numbers?
I really don't know at any given moment. They're pretty big, though. Again, we have so many affiliates now. We have so many people listening online and so many people listening the next day or 2 days later. I can't give you numbers. And even if I could, I wouldn't.
Okay. I was just curious. I've been looking for a while. So.
Okay, 1.87 million.
Wow.
Big number, huh?
Yeah, especially what's it been, like a couple months?
I made it up. You know, the truth is, I have absolutely no idea. A lot of people, sir, a lot of people.
One last question.
I'm sure. Real quick.
The Halloween show, Halloween Falls on Saturday, is that Friday?
You founded your kayak company because you love the ocean, not spreadsheets. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed, you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description.
Yeah, so we're going to do Friday night, right?
Okay.
Remember, email your stories to self-explanatory. If you can do something that other human beings simply would regard as amazing, you have a superpower, right? And you would want to call area code 575-208-7787. Once again, area code 77, whoops, area code 575, my apologies, 208-7787. If you're a first-time caller, have never called the show, it's area code 775-285-5800. And of course, we're available on Skype. North America is NITD51. The rest of the world is NITD55. Going to my super powered line or on the air.
Hi, Rod. My name is Chuck. I'm from Rochester, New York, and I listen to them. And I've been to Buffalo too. You're right. It's snowy. My superpower is that I get to hit the parking spaces open for me. No matter where I go, I get the closest non-handicapped spot to the door. They just open up for me. People that drive with me don't believe it, and they see it happen over and over again.
Here's the question for you, man. Do you think that you, in other words, you know where you're going, right?
Right.
So, prior to getting there, you may be pushing somebody who has one of those close parking spots to be leaving early by some really devious method.
Close, sir. Very close. What I do is I use the law of attraction to get somebody to leave. And I developed after I read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And one really interesting thing is if I don't have complete faith in confidence that it works, like say I pull in, I say, oh, there's a spot that's closing up. And then I'll walk past and there's the spot that should be. It takes about a month
to get it back, it's because like, I don't have faith that it's going to work. So it takes a while to develop it, and but once I get it going, as long as I have confidence and faith, it's like if I'm driving ahead and I have a family member, I'll say, watch this, and I'm just like, shit my hand. And then a couple rows down, there it is. Wow. But it's amazing. It always works.
Well, I would say that I think it means an extreme human power, and one that I wish I had myself. I'm going to work on that. But in order for that to work, he said he uses the law of attraction. I don't think it would be something else. I mean, you know, produce a sudden tummy ache and somebody's put in the spot you want, and start concentrating on that ahead of time. This guy reads it, the law of attraction. So he simply attracts them back to their heart, I guess. Let's go outside the country to who knows where. Mario, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm going pretty well, thank you.
Ecstatic. I would love to share with you and your listeners something I stumbled upon roughly about 2-3 weeks ago called the Library of Babel. Does that ring a bell to you?
The Library of Babel?
Yes. So basically, it's a website, and it's pretty much a library that contains everything that has been written, is being written, and will be written.
Well, do they actually have more than even showing those?
Basically, we give you an understanding of how big this library is. I did some rough calculations, and if you spent 100 years and every second were to be able to look at one page of that library for non-stop, you will see 0.0018% of the whole entire library. Wow. So this is where it becomes even more spooky and interesting. The library is searchable. And I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about it. I don't have any sponsorship or anything like that. I just found it to be a mind-blowing experience. So yeah, just wanted to let you know a little bit more about it.
Well, I'll find out more about it. How's that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have like an iPhone or something?
I'm using the earphones at the moment. Is the quality still okay?
No, but I mean, if you have.
Yes.
Yeah. In Australia, does Siri have like an Australian accent?
They try real hard.
I don't worry about that.
I've noticed the difference in her voice, I'd say, definitely with the new updates and the new software. But the recognition is a lot better than what it used to be. Sometimes I very much American accent as well, so it doesn't always work, but you try what you can.
If you had an opportunity, so if, let's say you're dying, you've got a diagnosis really bad, something like that. And you're offered the opportunity to hook up your brain to a computer and to continue to live as long as you wish in the computer. Would you accept that instead of this alternative?
Very good question. It would depend, I think, on the quality of life.
Well, the quality of life would be
the senses that I have now.
Well, it would be the internet. You would be hooked up to the internet.
There's a whole lot of junk on the internet.
I mean, for example, what would you do with it, right? So nothing for that. Let's see. You couldn't eat. Well, you need to pick up an occasional cookie.
I think you're on fire tonight.
Have a good one, sir.
Okay. Before you let me go.
Yes.
There's 2 sections of this library, and I think one could actually be a big asset to your show. Well, I'm not sure the type of guest that you're planning to have on in the future, but technically there's this image archive version of this library as well, which means that it contains every single photo that could ever be produced, including that of, say, for example, the birth of the universe, or maybe if someone was to be channeling someone, say, a photo of who they're channeling, different dimensions, different cities, just it's the vastness of information is just mind-boggling to get your head around. So where I thought it would be really interesting for your show is that if you had someone that had the capacity to talk to, say, different entities, could they provide a reference image within the library of, say, themselves or even where they live or what, basically, yeah, just anything.
It's like the server in Babel.
Yeah, it is. It's really spooky because technically, did you invent it or did you discover it?
Good question. All right, sir. Thank you very much for the call. Interesting. I've contemplated that. Would I accept being hooked up to a machine that would allow me to travel the highways and byways and run at roads of the internet? I guess that's what the answer is all right. If you're hooked up to a computer, you would want to be where everything is, and that would be the internet. Going to a superpower line, you're on the air.
Hello, my name is Ruby. On regards to, I got a superpower of sorts.
I bet you must be really strong. You like me, I don't want to fight you, right?
No. But I got a whoopee call, or that's what typical whoopee here. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Try it the way when you're camping.
Can I hear that again, please? You know, I'm really going to be afraid to leave the studio tonight after that.
I'm sorry.
Where people come from, and this would attract, I take it, feet.
I just use it mostly when I go camping to keep anything that might come close to me that's spurring me away.
I bet it does. Whether the wolves and the mountain lions run for their lives. All right, sir, thank you. That's technically not a superpower, and technically it's a violation of my line policy. Well, Steve, you're on the air on Skype. Steve, yes. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was the right Steve. It's actually Eric Bell. I've been trying to call you since 1991. I first collection was a truck driver over the road. Man, that's a lot of dialing. Yes. I tried maybe 7 or 8 times over the years. First time I've actually gotten through, and it had to be unscrewed. Yes, there you go. I don't know if I have any superpowers or not, but I had 2 things happen to me quite unexplainable to me, and okay, I haven't shared well on air. I actually do radio and internet TV show myself. We'll share. The first one was in 1985. I hit a motorcycle when I was 21 years old. I worked in a factory. I had the world's most horrible day at work. Nothing went right. I think that Irishman named Murphy might have been following me around. I was man of the world when I got done. And, I tore off out of the factory and got out on the highway. Excuse me a second here. And what I was doing as fast as my motorcycle would go, however fast it would go where I was going. And I come upon this S curve, and there's a dip in the S curve. And I got up on the other side through the S, and I found myself in the left-hand lane with a car coming the other way, and
in her lane. She was in her lane. I was in her lane as well. And I don't really know if I passed through her car. I know we were talking about this last night with the doctor, but I don't really know if I passed through her car or she passed through me. But I froze and she froze as well. And
you're talking to me, so
yeah, I'm here talking to you as well. And
you really should be roadkill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you are roadkill. Maybe that's the miracle of this song. I'm going to settle for that one because there are so many people trying to get through. Save the next one for your next call. Certainly. And try to make it before, well, you said since 91. Yes, yeah. Try to make it, a shorter span of time. But they're pretty good. There apparently are more stories like that out there to be heard. People who were in situations that would have resulted in their immediate mortality. In other words, you're about to hit a truck, you're about to hit a car, and somehow you're out on the other side of it in one piece. Well, certainly be credence to the guest I have on this who will be on again. Yeah, sure. When we're talking about that sort of thing, I think it's amazing, and I think there's something to it. Too many stories not to be on my super power Molly or on here.
Hello.
Oh,
My name is Julie.
Julie.
And I'm in Sandy, Utah.
Sandy, Utah. All right. Are you listening on the internet or through radio?
Well, I'm listening on the internet, but we do have one car I listen on KQQK. You're very welcome, sir.
All right, so you're on my superpower line. I hope with reason.
I have reason. I don't know if it's a superpower or a super curse.
Okay.
I have a hypersensitive sense of smell.
Hypersensitive, excuse me, what?
Sense of smell.
Oh, sense of smell, okay.
I can smell things that somebody else can. I used to, I worked in the yard for 15 years. And people, I could smell them and tell, like, what was wrong with them. As a matter of fact, my mom came in one night and I really sick. She didn't know. I said, you have a urinary tract infection. How do you know that? That's disgusting. I can smell it.
No, I understand. I have heard people say this before. I have heard references also to animals that are able, through the sense of smell, to detect illness. So I believe you.
Yeah, and my sister is a homicide detective. And yeah, she'd be a really interesting guest, by the way. She's the one. Did you ever hear about the Larry Harrison case? Maybe that the kids are also buried in the landfill. It was at like a 3 month in the landfill to find them.
What are you talking about?
Something.
Something, okay. Yeah, vaguely it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's one of those things that makes you grab out of hooks in and it became national.
Boy, when she gets her hooks into something, she doesn't let go, huh?
That's the truth. It can take a normal, and I guess there's it's normal, but it's normal. And normal domestic homicide and turn it into this awful thing when it's happening every day and every day. But,
okay, I know.
yeah.
Well, anyway, I think that's a remarkable. How do you handle this when you're in the company of others?
It can be really irritating. The smell of their laundry detergent,
Yes.
and it will actually be nauseous. And like one time, I was taking some classes in a community college, and I was talking to my sister, I was like, every time I get here, they burn the company, burn coffee every time. And she said, there's a crematorium across the street. And so I was smelling the premature.
I don't think take super salts and get that one. Listen, I'm going to make a suggestion to some of you. I live out here in an area where, to be frank, cell phone coverage is virtually non-existent. Sort of down the hill from me. And anyway, AT&T, which happens to be my provider, just started something that is really cool. And this is yet another way for some of you to sound really, really good when you call. So here it is. AT&T has just rolled out what they call Wi-Fi calling. And if you're in a bad cell area, go ahead, give it a try. There are other cell services that do this. But Wi-Fi calling is about 5,000% better than normal cell phone calling from a quality point of view, or even a reliability point of view if you're in a very bad area. What I would say is if you've got AT&T and an iPhone or something like that, check into it. Because Wi-Fi calling can sound every bit as good as Skype. It's that much better. It's not worth giving a try. So I think nationwide, Wi-Fi calling has simply just been rolled out by AT&T. And we're going to give it a try, and then call a friend or something and say, how do I sound? And you're going to sound a lot better. So something to play with, Wi-Fi calling. T-Mobile, I think, also does it, and others are on the way. And it sounds really, really good.
I'm Isabel, and it's Wednesday, so I'm sleeping now. No, wait, so call my dad because he's awake too. The number is 195255278. That's 19525.
As Egypt is going for the majority of you that are concerned. Still we have a super powers line, which has been full the entire night. Area code 575-208-7787, and I am searching for people with real superpowers. So if that's you, call that number. If not, don't. The first on the line is area code 775-285-5800. Skype, of course, at LITV51 for North America and LITV500 for the rest of the world. So, let's see. Let's try another superpower call. You're on the air. Hello. Greetings, sir. Greetings, sir. You're breathing in your mic.
It's a cell phone apparatus or similar to that.
Sounds pretty good, actually, other than the breathing.
I am a telepath.
Really? So, by this you mean, well, is it one way or both ways? You can read my mind.
Intercepted your mind to tell you this message. Given to me by the Astra Command, referred to November 4th, 1977 message that our planet, unfortunately, has 3 years. According to their previous message, it was not given an amount of time for 3 years to either assume a more peaceful process or be disintegrated.
So in 3 years, if we are not a more peaceful people, we will be disintegrated.
Basically correct.
And we're generous, I must say. That's more generous than a lot of recent end dates that we have. Usually they're about a week or two away.
if you listen to their message, which was given on a television station in 1977, they interrupted a television station. There are many people who can communicate with aliens, by the way. I know that may sound very strange and crazy. But for most people, if you tell them that I'm an ER doc, so if I told people that, they would be taken away, I think.
You're an ER doctor?
Yeah. And
you don't mention this to your patients.
There's a lot of people who are a tremendous amount of psychic power. I'm sure you know this.
Well, that's why I'm worried, because I really do want to find these people.
Well, I've had this since a little boy. I have seen people, I guess you call them ghosts, walking through walls, and I used to drive my parents crazy, chasing imaginary people to our house when I was 4 and 5, and that type of stuff. I have some other things I can do also, which are not the greatest things to talk about, I guess, but I can see when somebody is going to die in advance,
Really?
which is, yeah, I'm talking about days in advance.
When you see that they're going to die, when you look at this person and decide that they're going to die, if you need it right, what is it you've seen that indicates that?
It's a very good question. I'll give you an example. When I was 11 years old at a table, sitting with my parents and a friend, and all of a sudden I saw a vision of a friend across the table. And I told my mother that, she looked at me with like a horrified expression. Anyways, about a week later, he had an accident at work, and that's when he died. So it's not the greatest thing to have. I can also,
all right, well, let me stop you with that one. Let me stop you with that. If you can predict somebody to have a horrible accident like that, the next question is, can you stop it? Can you say, look, I'm looking at you right now, and I'm telling you that within the next week or so,
no, impossible. I'll tell you, I dreamt my son when he was 3 years old was going to fall down 15 stairs the next day. And I had dreams